Hello, I'm back to redo more renames. Those are name dependent variants in my texture pack, barely default. My pack already had all the Minecraft Dungeons weapons as flat 2D sprites. Now I'm redoing them all in 3D as voted by you guys in the comment section of the last barely default video. And that video was 3 weeks ago because this is a really big update with over 182 models reworked. And I also went ahead and gave a lot of these durability dependent renames. So it means that the model of the item changes as the item is damaged for all the tiers. So like and subscribe because this took a lot of time, but I think you guys will really like what I've done. And just a little PSA that my pack already has lightsabers. I mean, you guys can still vote for Star Wars, right? If you comment below that the next franchise I should redo is Star Wars, fine, I'll do it. I'll think up some cool stuff for it. But yeah, just putting it out there. I have lightsabers and they're already pretty 3D. So you can enjoy those now and also enjoy these, all right? They're coming up now. We'll start off with some swords. That's the #1 classic weapon in Minecraft. All of these come out of Minecraft Dungeons and Minecraft Dungeons has a broadsword. So I'm adding the broadsword. It just means a big sword. So that's what it is. You get a really big sword. From a big sword, we'll go to a small one. This is the dagger. People might like it just because it's small. Like it literally takes up less space in your screen. But on the other hand, since I've been doing my 3D vision, I've kind of been reducing the swords, like how big the sword is in the corner of your screen. But if you really want it minimalistic, you can go for the dagger, right? Sure. The cutlass, I don't know. I think of pirates, right? Close quarters action on the deck of a ship. Maybe you're slicing through vines in the jungle. Name your sword Rapier and it will look like this. A self-defense and dueling weapon used in the 16th and 17th century. It's a sword made for stabbing, not for slicing. But in Minecraft, it's just a sword and it looks cool. If you want to look like this, you can look like this. Then the katana, super iconic weapon, heavily misrepresented in media. And here they are, fully misrepresented in barely default. For all your historically inaccurate ninja purposes. Then let's do scythes, kind of on theme, but it's a rename for hoes. And it wasn't really used as a weapon. It was mostly used in peasant uprisings, right? Because it was easy to hide. It wasn't easy to hide, it was huge, but like you hide it by not hiding it, right? You're just a farmer, right? Farmers gotta farm. They gotta have farm tools. So then bro might also just whack that scythe into your head. And that's kind of ninjas, right? Ninjas were just like disguised town folk. Modern media has turned scythes pretty cool, right? Like think of the Grim Reaper and other derivatives. But in vanilla Minecraft, obviously it's just a hoe, a tool for hoeing dirt. It's not super exciting, even though it is called a scythe. So it's exciting. Alright, but there's also an optional barely default data pack, and we've changed hoes to have more range and do more damage. So the scythe renames would make a lot of sense in the barely default data pack. The next rename is for two tools. Two tools. It is the sickle, and it works for swords because in Minecraft Dungeons it is a short sickle. I think typically sickles are pretty short. Giving it to hoes doesn't really make sense because we gave hoes more range. But sickles are, of course, you know, it's a farming tool. What am I gonna do? Not have a rename for hoes that's sickles? No, I didn't want to do it. So it works for both things, and if you get it for hoes, it's literally a sickle on a stick. Have it for swords or have it for hoes, it looks slightly different. It's up to you. Now switch it up a little bit and show off some axes. We got the double axe, which was apparently historically pretty rare. That kind of makes sense, right? This would just be more weight, you're slower. It looks really cool. It's very rare that you would need a two-sided axe, right? When you need that, you're gonna do a super special move, slice two people's skull open at once. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was used, I wasn't there. Then the Highland Axe. Now I don't know why this is called the Highland Axe in Minecraft Dungeons, because to me it kind of just looks like a halberd. But the Highlanders did have specialized axes in the 14th century as they were rebelling against the British crown, and they lost tragically. Proud, the Highlanders just ran right into just a curtain of bullets of musket fire. Okay, fine, the Highland Axe, it's a long axe. And the Morning Star from the 14th century, designed to penetrate armor, but also, you know, it's just a ball on a stick with spikes on it. Like, I'm sure that the smiths who designed it at the time didn't think about much else other than just, this is gonna be hurt, right? Like, it's not super complicated, but it is a cool weapon. So if you want that, I gave it to axes. Thought it kind of made sense because it's obviously a blunt force weapon, but it's got the spikes too. Maybe axes are kind of in the middle there. But also I made it available for maces, you know, why not? I mean, in Minecraft Dungeons it's originally called a mace, and yeah, that's the original canon Minecraft mace. Then the Axeblade, which I think is a pretty stupid weapon, probably shatter into pieces. I don't really know. It doesn't matter. This is Minecraft, and it is in Minecraft Dungeons. I gave it to axes. I thought it made the most sense. I figured at that point it is just an axe. It's like triple useless because it's also a double axe. I mean, it's crazy, and it looks fun though. Okay, so have fun with that one. We do have a lot more swords to go through, like the Sawblade. I don't know, yeah, this is not historically accurate. Appears in a lot of fiction though, a form of Sawblade. Let's talk about glaives, a sword on a stick. All right, it makes a lot of sense. You know, you can hit someone and they can't hit you. It's pretty good. I made it a sword. It could be a spear, right? I guess comment below. What should it be? Should it be a spear? Should it be a sword? Onto the soul knife. Weapon unique to Minecraft Dungeons. I don't know. Reminds me kind of a Chris, but also not really. It's a little bit of a Chris. It's a cool knife fueled by souls. The dancer's sword. Probably not a very practical one, but it's called the dancer sword. So I'm just kind of thinking maybe it was used in like performances or something, like sword performances, something like that. The Battlestaff. Not even a blade, but it is for swords. I thought it kind of made sense. It's probably one of the oldest weapon types we had, right? Because they say that spears are like one of the oldest weapons that we had, but then, you know, before you sharpen the stick, you're probably just hitting with the stick, right? And that's what a battle staff is. It's a big stick. It looks cool, especially in like netherite or iron. I really imagine a tactical battle staff. It would be a good weapon, right? A quarter staff, basically. Onto the backstabber. It looks like it would make a good like modern military blade. Maybe give it a nice war paint or something. I made you kind of wield it in first person, like this. You see that? Kind of like you're gonna stab someone right in the back. The Tempest Knife, another fully original Minecraft Dungeons sword. It kind of looks like a fancy machete. I really like it though, because to me it really invokes like the culture of the Howling Peaks. It just makes the place feel like, yeah, they have their own culture. They smith swords in this weird specific way. I don't really know why. But why does any culture do anything, right? At some point, it's also just a choice of the resources at the time, or like just a choice of the mindset of the people at the time. The people of the Howling Peaks, somehow they make swords like this. And I think that's interesting. And I'm bringing it now to Minecraft Java. Let's talk about the coral blade. This one probably only makes sense in Minecraft Dungeons. You just sharpen a piece of coral and you stab someone. I mean, sounds extremely painful. And I think this one looks really painful, especially as it degrades. Being stabbed with that would not be nice. Onto a very big one, the Claymore. Very classic weapon. This is my 3D version of it. It's just big and intimidating. I like to believe that you would indeed charge at your opponent and just chop their head off. Next rename is kind of an alternate style to the Claymore. Basically, the Hawkbrand is a special version of the Claymore in Minecraft Dungeons. They both exist. Minecraft Dungeons has the Claymore item, but it also has the Hawkbrand item. But obviously, Hawkbrand is a variant of the Claymore, and both of them are iron, so I just kind of thought I'll add them both for all tiers. So if you want a green Claymore, literally a Claymore with a green handle, you call it Hawkbrand, and I think that's a cool canon lore tie-in. But you need renames for all your tools, not just swords, so let's move on to pickaxes. First off, the Mountaineer Axe, wielded by the Illager army. Probably to mine with them, but they mostly smash you with it. But it's obviously a pickaxe. I'm porting it to Java Edition, right? You gotta make it all make sense in Java Edition specifically. Then the hammer. I mean, hammers are very simple. It's blunt force on a stick equals crippling smash damage. It's a weapon in Minecraft Dungeons, but I gave it to pickaxes. At least the tiered hammer, alright? I kind of wanted to give you the option. You can also call a mace hammer. You'll be able to identify what your opponent is wielding based on the colors. Unless you're colorblind. And that really sucks. But that's the system that I have. Next up, the anchor. It's canon, and I can't argue with canon. I had this previously for axes. Somehow I thought that made sense, but now I've moved it to pickaxes. Whoa, it makes sense because of the shape. It's pretty silly, but maybe you got an ocean-themed skin, right? That could be good. And you got an anchor pickaxe. Look at you. You could, of course, also literally put it in an item frame or an invisible item frame, put it on a boat, and now you got an anchor as a block. Then the last rename for pickaxes is the fork, which is not in Minecraft Dungeons, but a fork is funny, and I thought a fork would fit pickaxes the best. With a pickaxe, you're kind of like chopping at the block, and maybe with a fork, you kind of chop away at the food. And I did do it this update because Minecraft Dungeons does have a ladle, which of course I had to add for shovels. The ladle in Minecraft Dungeons is used by the Illager chefs in the High Block Castle. So it is a legit weapon in the game. Fork I just added, but you know, Minecraft Dungeons could have done it. Might as well be canon, right? I mean, I'm sure they have forks in the Illager Castle somewhere in the Minecraft multiverse. You could also just use this stuff for roleplay. Imagine you're digging out of prison with a little shovel, right? Or you're about to eat something. You're sitting there with your utensils. When you get it, it's Minecraft, it's a sandbox game, and I'm just trying to widen the sandbox a little bit, maybe in a way. I don't know, whatever. It's too late for metaphors now, but we are done. This was the update. This was all. This was a lot. My last barely default video was a way while ago, and that is because I have been working on this update, and I really think people will appreciate it, so that's fine. But yeah, like and subscribe, and show the video to your friends, show the pack to your friends out for free. You can choose to support me. You can become a YouTube channel member. But yeah, you're all caught up now. And now, on to the next franchise. So, comment below which franchise I should redo next. Whichever franchise I've already done in 2D. I'm gonna redo it all in 3D because that's my new vision. It'll take a while, but that's what we're doing right now. So I hope you're enjoying the ride. And yeah, have a nice day. Thanks for watching.